The sanctity and responsibility of marriage, the bond of love and life bestowed by God. The sanctification of marriage. Genesis chapter 2 verses 8 to 24, Hebrews chapter 2 verses 9 to 11, Mark chapter 10 verses 2 to 16. Reflection by Father Augustine Tsang, Jesuits. Jesus Christ. Marriage is a highly unique interpersonal relationship, distinct from others such as employer and employee, doctor and patient, teacher and student. Amid the complexity of human relationships, Genesis particularly emphasizes the marriage relationship, tracing it back to the origins of humanity. This union between a man and a woman is unequivocally God's will in creation. It is not man-made, nor is it based on human laws or societal arrangements. It can be said that no other human relationship receives such great attention from God. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and mother, and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. The lifelong bond and vow of love between husband and wife form the foundation of their relationship and guarantee the happiness of the family. This relationship between husband and wife is entirely equal. The Bible uses vivid language to express the Chinese idea of my own flesh and blood, emphasizing equality and intimacy. After God created Eve from Adam's rib, Adam said to her, "You are bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh." Man and woman are equal in flesh, but they are also different, and it is in this difference that they unite and become one. Therefore, husbands and wives should respect each other and submit to one another. While marriage is unique, couples should not focus solely on themselves. God blesses the couple and commands them to be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Genesis 1:28. Children are a sacred gift from God to married couples, and marriage should remain open to the Creator of life, becoming a channel for the transmission of life. This channel should not be blocked by human will, such as through artificial contraception. In today's Gospel, after reaffirming the dignity of marriage, Jesus rebukes his disciples for trying to drive away the children. He specifically takes the children in his arms, lays his hands on them, and blesses them. This highlights the importance of children in marriage. Today, our culture of death rejects children, with thousands of abortions occurring daily. How could such a culture not provoke God's severe judgment? In today's world, where it is challenging to uphold promises, the marriage vow to love you forever is a lofty goal and should not be made lightly. On the one hand, with God's help, it is possible to keep this vow, as we see many examples of successful marriages. On the other hand, because this vow is difficult to maintain, failures and setbacks are inevitable. True love is not just emotional, it grows through mutual respect, acceptance, and forgiveness. Everyone has flaws, and when one partner is hurt, the one who caused the hurt must sincerely apologize. True love requires saying, "I'm sorry." Many books today teach methods for building a successful marriage, such as communication, and these are worth studying. However, prayer for God's help is absolutely indispensable. Every marriage should have a third party, God. In today's second reading, we see that Jesus, the sanctifier of all, including marriage, became perfect through suffering to save all people. This should serve as a model of self-sacrifice for married couples, and the suffering endured for love is crowned with honor and glory. Many couples today silently practice self-sacrifice, and the Church frequently encourages the faithful by presenting saints who sanctified their lives through marriage, such as Saint Monica, whose feast day is August 27th. Hopefully, more examples like these will be brought to the Church authorities, so that the Church may canonize more saints who have achieved holiness through marriage, serving as models for us all. No one, not even the Church, has the right to dissolve a valid marriage, and thus the Church can never approve of divorce. However, some marriages do not meet all the conditions for validity and are therefore not valid from the start. In such cases, the Church can declare the marriage null, annulment. Typically, Church authorities will spend considerable time investigating whether a marriage was indeed invalid from the beginning before officially declaring it null. The Church strives to help the faithful succeed in their marriages and is compassionate and merciful towards those whose marriages have failed, emphasizing that God's love never ceases. The same is true for those who are divorced and remarried. On the one hand, the Church firmly upholds the sacredness of God's law, and thus they cannot receive Holy Communion. On the other hand, it encourages them not to lose hope, to continue attending Mass, listening to God's Word, teaching their children the faith, praying devoutly, engaging in charity, and practicing penance. Until one day, with God's help, they may fully respond to God's love and live a life of grace. Let us sincerely pray for all those living in marriage, especially for those couples facing difficulties. If you enjoy reflecting on the Scriptures with us, please subscribe to our channel to continue spiritual growth together and participate in spreading the gospel by sharing God's Word with more people through forwarding. The Little Flower Mission is inspired by Saint Therese of Lisieux. Therese was a Catholic nun at the end of the 19th century, revered as a model of love, humility, and devotion. Despite her short life, her simple and sincere faith influenced countless people. Why call it the little flower? Therese herself once said she wished to be a little flower for God, blooming humbly in His garden. This metaphor conveys an understanding of humble, simple, and devout living. The little flower represents the beauty of manifesting God's love in everyday life. So when we say, "Welcome to join the Little Flower Mission," we truly mean inviting you to approach every person and every moment in life with humility, love, and devotion, just as Therese did. This is an important message we hope to convey in this daily reflection series. Thank you for reading and listening, and we look forward to journeying together in the Little Flower Mission.